Did you know that according to the latest data from the National Center for Education Statistics, nearly 20% of students in the United States, from the high-pressure hallways of New York City schools to the suburban campuses of Houston and Chicago, report being bullied every single school year? It is a staggering number, and for a parent, it is the ultimate nightmare. But here is the even more shocking truth. A recent study from the American Academy of Pediatrics reveals that it isn't just about the physical bruises. It's the invisible architecture of the brain that suffers. Chronic social stress in childhood can actually shrink the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory and emotional regulation. We are talking about a permanent shift in how a child perceives the world. I'm here today to tell you that just ignore them is perhaps the most dangerous advice you can give. It doesn't work, and scientifically, it leaves the child's nervous system in a state of high alert. Today, we are going to dive into a clinical, evidence-based framework, a 12-minute daily protocol that will literally rewire your child's response to aggression. We aren't just teaching them to be tough. We are building a psychological suit of armor based on years of developmental psychology and neurobiology. This is how you bully-proof your child for life. To solve this, we first have to understand what is happening inside your child's body. When Michael or Sarah is confronted by a bully in the cafeteria, their amygdala, the brain's smoke detector, goes into a full-blown amygdala hijack. The body floods with cortisol and adrenaline. The prefrontal cortex, that's the rational, logical part of the brain, basically shuts down. This is why kids freeze, or why they explode and get themselves in trouble. But here is the breakthrough. The Harvard Center on the Developing Child has shown that executive function can be trained, just like a muscle. If we can train the brain to stay online during a stress event, the bully loses their power instantly, because bullies thrive on the physiological reaction of their victim. Let's look at the 3 layers of this problem. First, there is the surface symptom, the stuff you see when they get home to your house in Miami or Los Angeles. They are moody. Their grades in math start slipping. Maybe they lose their lunch money frequently. Then there is the root cause. Bullying isn't usually about your child. It's a power dynamic. It is a search for a predictable reaction. If your child provides a high-intensity emotional reaction, they become a rewarding target. Finally, the long-term impact. If we don't intervene with the right tools, this creates a schema, a mental blueprint that says, I am a person who gets targeted. This can follow them into their first jobs in Chicago or their adult relationships. We have to break that blueprint right now. Now, let's get into the 12-minute confidence hack. This is a protocol you can start tonight. It is divided into 3 4-minute segments: total focus, total connection. Part 1 is the emotional audit. Spend 4 minutes, just 4, letting your child vent without correcting them. Use a technique called active mirroring. If they say, John was mean to me, don't say, well, ignore him. Say, it sounds like you felt really small when John said those things. This lowers their cortisol levels immediately. Science shows that when a child feels truly heard, their nervous system exits fight or flight mode. Part 2 is the fogging technique. This is a behavioral science masterstroke. For 4 minutes, you are going to role play. You be the bully and teach your child to be the fog. When a bully throws an insult, it's like a rock. If the rock hits a wall, it makes a loud noise. But if the rock hits a cloud of fog, it just disappears. Teach your child to agree with the possibility of the insult. If the bully says, your shoes are ugly, your child says, you might be right, they are pretty old, and then they walk away. You are teaching them to refuse the tug-of-war rope. If there is no tension, there is no game, and the bully gets bored. Clinical studies show that non-defensive responding reduces repeat bullying by over 60% within the first 2 weeks. Part 3, the final 4 minutes, is physical presence training. This is based on the work of social psychologists regarding power posing. We teach the child to occupy space, chest open, chin slightly up, eye contact that lasts exactly 2 seconds before looking away. This isn't about being aggressive. It's about signaling high resource status to the bully's subconscious brain. In the wild, predators don't attack the elk that looks healthy and alert. They look for the one with its head down. We are training your child's body to send the signal, I am not a target. We need to talk about some major mistakes parents make. Level 1 mistakes are common, like telling your child to just fight back. While it sounds empowering, in modern school districts, from Philadelphia to Phoenix, zero tolerance policies mean your child gets suspended right along with the bully. Plus, if your child isn't a natural fighter, telling them to fight and having them lose only destroys their confidence further. Level 2 mistakes are things like contacting the bully's parents immediately. Unless you know them well, this often backfires. The bully gets disciplined, blames your child, and the aggression goes underground, where teachers can't see it. But level 3, these are the dangerous ones. Ignoring the red flags of cyberbullying. If your child is in middle school in Atlanta or Seattle, the bullying doesn't stop at 3 p.m. It follows them onto their phones. You must monitor for SIDS, not the infant version, but social isolation and depressive symptoms. If your child stops eating, stops sleeping, or mentions self-harm, stop the home protocols immediately. This is a red flag C. You need a professional pediatric psychologist. Do not try to hack your way out of a clinical crisis. I want to give you a simple decision tree to use this week. Ask yourself, is my child's behavior a normal peer conflict or bullying? If it's point A, meaning it's a one-time argument over a game of basketball, use the fogging technique. If it's point B, meaning it is repetitive, intentional, and involves a power imbalance, you must move to the implementation roadmap. If there are red flags, like physical marks or extreme withdrawal, seek immediate professional help. Use this 3-question screening tonight. 1. Is the behavior happening more than once a week? 2. Does your child feel like they can't make it stop? 3. Is there a threat involved? If the answer to 2 or more is yes, you have a bullying situation that requires the full 12-minute protocol. Here is your roadmap for the next month. Week 1 and 2 is the foundation phase. Every single night, do the 12-minute hack. Consistency is the key to neuroplasticity. You might find that your child is resistant at first. They might think it's cringe to role play with mom or dad. That's okay. Keep it light, keep it fun. Week 3 and 4 is the consolidation phase. Start asking them for field reports. Ask, did you get a chance to be the fog today? Celebrate the non-event. If nothing happened, that's a win, because it means they are no longer radiating target energy. By month 2, you are in the maintenance phase. This is where we focus on progressive skill building. Enroll them in something that builds competence-based confidence, maybe a jiu-jitsu class in San Diego or a debate club in Boston. Science shows that when a child is good at something, their baseline cortisol drops and their natural resilience rises. They become unshakable, not because they can beat everyone up, but because their self-worth is no longer tied to the opinions of a 12-year-old bully. A quick professional note. When you do decide to consult a specialist, whether it's a pediatrician or a school counselor, go in prepared. Document everything. Dates, times, specific words used, and your child's physical reactions. Don't just say he's being bullied. Say, my child is showing signs of chronic stress, including sleep latency of over 60 minutes and somatic stomach pains, which coincide with interactions with student X. Using clinical language gets you faster results in the American school system. I promise you. All right, let's wrap this up with your 3 key takeaways. Number 1, bullying is a physiological event, not just a social one. Address the nervous system first. Number 2, the 12-minute hack of mirroring, fogging, and posing is your primary tool. And number 3, consistency over intensity. Doing this every night for 10 minutes is better than a 2-hour lecture once a month. Your action item for tonight, right now, is to sit down with your child and just do the 4-minute emotional audit. No advice, no judging, just listen. You will be amazed at what they tell you when they finally feel safe. You've got this, and your child has got this too. We are building leaders, not victims. I'll see you in the next session where we discuss how to handle the digital jungle of social media. Stay strong and keep building that armor. If you found this helpful, remember that resilience is a journey, not a destination. Every small conversation you have with David or Robert or Maria is a brick in their wall of confidence. In a world that can sometimes be cold, you are their constant source of warmth and logic. Check the resources below for the specific fogging scripts we discussed, and I will talk to you very soon. Goodbye for now.